famous last words. I think it's been a while since we've lost in groups, so unless it's, you know, random online stuff. So I personally like it. I think it's more flavor and it's interesting. While it's fun to like prep and do like 3 hours of nerding for every match, it's kind of interesting to also kind of just see what happens. So I think our prep was pretty good based on our bans, but you know, you never really know what happens. Sometimes you should get 24 picked up stuff.
Well, let's see if the improv works out in your favor or not. Blitz, good luck on game number 1 as we send it to our casters, Beacop and Lacoste.
Thank you very much, Tsunami. And yeah, coming into game number 1 between Liquid and Xtreme Gaming. SF, I know we were watching this hero in a pub like together when we were first year the other day.
I'll give you something. Offlane Pango, the biggest hater. I started a club. By the way, you can join it on Twitter. I'm also one of the biggest haters of Shadowfiend mid, but this time around, I think Shadowfiend's got this one. I feel like it's a good game for it because he has 2 big bodies in front. He has a little bit of a, you know, extra flavor coming out from the sidekick, has a little bit of a save coming out from the Nightmare, so I feel like this could be the game. And also, this is the hero that builds into Silver Edge later on, so having a break mechanic against Dragonite, against Viper as well, so feels like it should be good on paper, in theory, and I believe in Shadowfiend for once.
That's shocking words coming from you.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I never hear that from you, especially the other day when we were watching SF and you're like, this hero does nothing. But usually we're well in that game.
Shadowfiend turns into Shadowfiend. 5 minutes into the game, easiest hero in Dota to kill. Requiem of Souls, at least that got a little bit of an upgrade. Back in the days, this hero didn't have the fear on his ulti. Still one of the worst heroes to like buy back into the game with because of his Necromastery. I also think that Presence of the Dark Lord, it's like not that good of an ability. Difficult hero to balance overall. I think the hero was very one-dimensional when we were playing it with some Arcane Blink plus Yule Scepter. And there's the first blood, Jin Q. You do not want to give this guy a first blood because so far he only played Marcy 2 times and he really knows how to scale. Will bring a Bracer, sometimes even picking up a second Bracer, Marcy being a universal hero.
Also ZinQ loves to just build like a core. He's not afraid to build core-y items where he just is, you know, he had that one game as a Weaver where he built Desolator, or he just builds straight core items on these heroes. But Marcy, you know, you do have strength, so once you just hit that level 6, you can really unleash and blow some heroes up.
Yeah, the thing about Marcy as a support, you don't build it as a support. There's no point in it. You want to scale because your toolkit is all about, as you said, blowing people up.
Punching hard. It's usually the way to do it. How do you feel about the shard on SF? Like, is this something worth buying, or is it just one of those that you want to fall into on the tournament?
I feel like you want to spend gold on other items.
Right.
And now with Tormies available, let's see, Marcy's not going to buy a Tormy, buy a shard, neither will Bane. So yeah, I think if you want to have it in this game, you will need to buy it. Ame, getting harassed a lot in this top lane.
Yeah, at least for now. Yeah, just suppressed. Sitting at 300 health, has that wand. They'll go for Mickey. They've got the trample on top of him, but it's really tough to get kills when you leave the IO alive, and then the Rocket Barrage and the Flat Cannon just turning around a lot of damage onto both ZinQ and
Lotus.
SS. Lotus picked up by ZinQ, and he's brought down by Rocket Barrage, killed off by Mickey.
I think it's important. I don't think it's that bad of a death, because if you allow IO to pick up Lotus or Gyro, you're in a lot of trouble. You can easily turn the fight around. He pops the stick, pops the Lotus, you get that big heal.
Still continuing to look over mid, and XM doing a really good job in the CS department over this DK.
Yeah, it's a SF favorite matchup, of course. That's why they picked it. Shadowfiend into melee hero. This hero consumes a lot of mana. And there's a rotation from JinQ after dying.
Over, but DY will fall, and now 33 to stand his ground. Boxy's here. Ame trying to quill spray his way to a couple of kills. Gets 33, takes out Insania, still trying to survive, but Boxy finally gets the trade, or it's 33 technically, who gets the kill. But Ame at least gets 2 out of it.
He's also getting the XP, not the most XP, you know, it's been shared between 2 heroes. They started with 3, but Ame stands his ground, gets a kill, gets the most out of it. Really love that Boxy's playing, you know, this type of a movement oriented. He's copying what Jinkyu's doing, deeping to the top lane immediately and leaving Mickey alone in the bottom lane. And now Insania will come to the bottom lane.
Now they'll have that Rubik there, trying to keep alive the Viper of 33. 3 heroes still sit top for the side of Xtreme Gaming. If they're able to make a move here, it's really not that easy to make a move, but we'll see if they can with this Marcy Bane combo on the supports. Have to be careful, and I feel like you definitely want to focus your attention on the IO. As Boxy comes over, and we'll throw some sentries down. But for the moment, Nisha will stack a little bit. You've got SF still now 33 and 10s, and Q looking to maybe come on over and get a kill here early on Tanisha. The chase is on, but through the trees he goes and avoids this Marcy.
I don't know if they would be able to get the kill. No blood grenade. Nisha, 13 magic wand charges.
Insania came back top, so both supports now sit here for Liquid. As Insania is just trying to disrupt what Ame is getting from these stacks.
Steal some of the experience if he can. DY did catch Insania, but there's no real follow-up, and also Boxy's close to Insania.
Mickey?
Even Mickey comes through the gates.
He's going to try and kill himself to Roche now, but they threw him out of the pit, making sure Roche couldn't steal a kill. And then right through the twin gate, back over bottom.
Panel did mention potential tri-lane early on. This was a quad lane from Team Liquid, 6 minutes into the game. Outnumbering Xtreme Gaming, and back to the top lane they go, through the gates. Pretty standard stuff coming out from Mickey. Falcon Blade, Power Treads, pick up a Crystallis, go for Aghanim Scepter.
They're going to go for Mickey again.
DY is here.
DY going to try and help out XM
with the
joins
haste
through. He's got the haste, they have the onslaught, they'll get the kill and look over towards Boxy. Think you can get there, well, they'll have a way to kill him, and actually Boxy will come to them with that tether. Oh, still alive. They gave up on him thinking that they had the kill with the right click. There's one more, and XM will finally
not a clean execution by any means. He did miss 2 raises, but in the end it gets the job done. Jinkyu's starting to put more points into sidekick. You have one hero who's going to utilize that. That's going to be XM's Shadow Fiend going into Dragonlance. I think this is pretty standard nowadays, even though we don't see too much of a Shadow Fiend. I did check Dota.pro tracker to see what people have been playing, and Dragonlance, sometimes you'll see Mask of Madness just for that extra farm, which you can later, of course, turn into Satanic, and yeah, pick up Shadow Blade. You need the damage, need a little bit of survivability.
Nisha going into a Null Talisman. I know that's one of your favorite items, Null Talisman.
It is. Looks weird on most of the heroes, on the Strength and Agi cores, but gets the job done. That's what matters. It's not about aesthetics.
A little risky there from Nisha to take that Watcher. Thought they might want to jump, but he's still a very tanky hero to kill in that situation. So
Team Liquid, they're one of the teams that do stack a lot every single time. You know, they're playing, it's between like them and Falcons always being on the top. But this time around, I don't think they made any stacks because they had pretty musical lanes. They were going from top to bottom, TPing in, and also maybe being afraid that the stacks would be taken. If Gyro's not there to take them, you have Shadow Fiend and you also have Bristleback. So maybe that's one of the reasons why they're not stacking. Stacking in a safe spot, so that's good, instead of stacking the triangle.
yeah, so I believe Mickey was using Flat Cannon as well as Boxy stacking these 2 camps here. And the only other camp was Nisha on that. But there's nothing in the triangle right now, so you're right with the normal stack spots. And they haven't really been getting those just yet. And I would say probably like 2 or 3 stacks for Gyro IO, and then a couple for Nisha. Nothing crazy.
Marcy level 5. Bane level 4. as a Bane, you need to make something happen on the map. This hero can't really do much. The other way of getting XP is to try to stack. 3-3 is underneath the Observer Ward.
DY coming from behind. Nightmare under the tower. They're going to bring in the SF. Viper Strike, though, onto this Bristleback. Requiem from the side. No, there's a stun there. Trying to finally get it off with the call down. That's going to land onto this Gyrocopter as well as the IO, but is it enough damage? Is it enough here for XM to do anything? The Rocket Barrage on XM. DY is low. Mickey under the tower. Now they're going to try and trample down this Gyro. A Requiem in death. DY falls as well. Mickey finally dies. The onslaught onto 33. They've got Xingqiu here for a little bit of help. They get themselves a second, but it's a 2 for 3 as they lose XM and Ame.
Classic Shadowfiend impact. We've seen that over the course of the last 20 years of Dota. This hero just never feels like it's doing much. First Requiem, if that went off before he got stunned, I think the difference would be much more the impact of, because they were close, but it feels like he needs something. They also need to combine it with Trample, because right now they're out-healing the damage coming out from Xtreme Gaming. Marcy, pre-level 6. She doesn't provide you with much. Bane is still level 4. And also Bristleback, he's not tanky enough to sustain through all that damage. If he gets hit by Viper Strike, will be broken. You also have Dragon Knight, so yeah. Not the easiest one, but I think overall a good trade for Xtreme Gaming.
Not terrible, but let's see if they can try and make a little bit more happen. And right now 33, he's almost at that Mage Slayer. Not like the old days where Mage Slayer was in everybody's item. But right now, just for the Viper.
Oh, they're making a move onto 33 top.
And they'll get this kill on a 33, but it's a trade to XXS. Xingqiu looking to get Insania.
Kick him.
Oh. DY's here. Mickey and Boxy show up with the relocate. DY, you're in the wrong area. Call down used, and that last shot won't land on a Xingqiu, but they get the kill on a DY. Or actually, it did. He must have turned around because he was outrunning it for what I had seen.
These relocate plays from Boxy have been on point.
Insania never even dies there, and there's the stacks being made and cleaned up by Nisha, making his own stacks, really.
Why is Dragon Knight? Why does he look like he has level 3 ulti? Always confuses me.
It's the power of cosmetics. If it looks like it, it is. So, already level 18. Nisha under the tier 1. Xingqiu, he is just going to die and get run down.
Moves from Mickey and Boxy, they've been all over the place, going through the gates multiple times, coming with the relocate, now coming back to the bottom lane. Let's see if XXS can kill the courier. That's Crystallis. We'll slow down Mickey's farm by a little bit.
Taking out that secret member and making sure Mickey's progression slowed down a little bit. So it's Ags next for Mickey. After that, Crystallis, of course. Get that side gunner. But Xtreme, it doesn't feel like they quite have the power to fight full out, but it's also really has to do with them having to kill this IO first.
And IO is super tanky, does have mech available already. Another relocate, so they can play this bottom lane, Mickey and Boxy, and try to make something happen on a different side of the map. You talked about Mage Slayers, and there it is, Mage Slayer queued up by Dragon Knight. So, back in meta. It's great against Primal Beast, it's good against Bristleback as well. Not so good against Shadowfiend, of course, but yeah, having some extra magic resistance feels nice.
So they come bottom to try and get a kill here on a Boxy. They'll start with a Nightmare. They do have Fiend's Grip, but they're trying to hold on to it. There's the tether all the way over. It feels like you went half the distance of the map with that tether.
Oh, the Fiend's Grip. I think they needed to cast it. Probably they wanted to get both kills, so a bit greedy. But as we said, Boxy is tanky. That was before even popping the mech. Has Spark of Courage, that extra armor. Once you drop down below 50.
He'll break that smoke. He'll be the one who ends up dead. That is, I believe, DY's 5th death already. Just some real high-impact dying.
Yeah. DY, known as Dying Young. Managed to die 5 times already. XP rune. They need to clear those stacks before Team Liquid invades them. And Ame on Bristleback has been pretty silent, continues to farm up. His core item almost finished. We'll have upgraded Bristleback, very cool name.
The thing, though, is, like, yeah, you're getting these items on Bristleback, but he's just a Viper Strike away from dying.
Radiant's middle
Like, how good does his gold really even feel, right?
He's gonna be like soaking up the damage for
Quite a distance.
XM. Oh, there's the grip.
Yeah, there's the onslaught, trample. And then we'll get that kill with the raises landing from XM. Nisha, who feels really tanky. There's also a stack here to take. It's not an easy kill, but 4 heroes from Xtreme had to come over to get this, and it leaves Ame open to farm as well. So, not bad. While he farms, he gets that bottom tier 1. He's got this Ags finished off. And Shadow Fiend sits top of the net worth, just above Mickey. The rest of the gold for Liquid isn't exactly amazing.
No, you have... Nisha's the one who's struggling. If they lose another fight where he doesn't get much done, he's going to be slowed down by quite a lot. And Jinkyu, he's going for these scaling items. He is trying to farm his BKB. Problem with Marcy is you don't farm as fast. Like, you can't clear the creep waves, especially when you're maxing out Sidekick, because you want to amplify damage coming out from your Shadow Fiend. And XM did finish off his big item, which is Shadow Blade going into BKB next.
You're in a similar situation as that Marcy, as I feel like you saw in the last game with the Nyx Assassin and the Clinks. Like, you kind of need kills to get involved. Although Clinks farms
Clinks
a lot
can
more.
farm, but yeah.
But Nyx Assassin is similar, right? Where you have to be involved in kills to get something out of the map.
Stolen Nightmare in the mid lane.
Fire action, XXS. He's got Blade Mail and the Eternal Shroud. Not an easy kill. Despite the fact that Liquid have looked really good with their movements, they're down 3,000 net worth.
No, Dragon Knight is not farming much.
Ooh, what?
I think big timing is going to be Mickey finishing off his Aghanim Scepter. He's getting very close to it. Xtreme Gaming using a scan, so they know something is up. And you could see DY immediately running to that ramp so that Bristleback doesn't die, because he's clearing the stacks right now.
That is effective dying once again. Making sure your carries, your cores do not fall. Okay, immediately to top, as he is top of the net worth for his team, trying to get everything he can out of the map, get to that Ags as quickly as possible. He will eat some damage, but nothing more doing.
Lineup from Xtreme Gaming is not that good in terms of like getting the kills, because Shadowfin, Bristle, they don't provide you with any kind of stun, any kind of slow. So it needs to be primal, but XXS also decided to go for, you know, can't really blame him considering what he's playing into, picking up Blade Mail, picking up Eternal Shroud. So feels like DY needs to be the one trying to set things up for the team. And now with this overwhelming damage and also having a little bit of sustain coming out from Marcy, they're going to go for Roche.
Quick Roche here for Xtreme Gaming. They will take that Aegis, put it in the hands of Ame. Because Ame coming back a second time is dangerous if they've used Viper Strike already. They can get that one first kill with the break, take him out, but a second time?
Yeah,
it won't be nearly as easy. So, we'll see if Xtreme are willing to play maybe a little bit deeper on the Radiant side of the map, go through and get these kills. As they look at the top tier 1, take that as quickly as they took Roche, so very quick. And then, like you said, Xingqiu going for that BKB, and he's one component away. Or in my terms, almost
He's
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
he's
there.
got this item.
I mean, not having gold, if you have 2 components, I think that's fine. You're like, oh, we can take a fight. If I die, I'm not going to lose any gold. If I win that fight, I'm going to be able to farm it in the next minute or so.
Light Collector for Bristleback.
That item has been nerfed. It's been way too good. Everybody was picking it up. 10% movement speed before. Now it's down to 5.
Still feels good though.
It's still a good item. It's just that it was way too OP back then.
So, DY. We've seen a few Banes in the previous series, but DY drums first item.
Probably thinking about upgrading those drums later on to pick up Boots of Bearing against the Viper, against Dragonite. That the slow is not going to be as effective, so acting like a budget stampede, if you want to call it that way.
Ooh. It's always fun to see things on a budget. Senia, uh-oh. He's going to be spotted. Unleash. Stealing sidekick, but those quills being sprayed right at this Rubik. It's still Xingqiu who gets the kill. So, happy to use that Unleash. Happy to get a kill there. And now without the Rubik, do they look for even more? Mickey and Boxy.
This is going to be a big timing for Xtreme Gaming. Shadow Fiend about to hit level 15. Presence Aura affects buildings. It is about to be maxed out as well, so -6 armor on buildings makes a lot of difference when you're pushing high ground. And overall, it's going to be a lot of minus armor. Having Shadow Fiend and also Bristleback, who is clearing some of the stacks in the enemy triangle.
They know this Flak Cannon's going out towards the creep wave, so they know generally where Mickey is at. They were in the triangle when they got that Tormentor, but didn't decide to make the move there, as they have XM and XXS. The Triple X club of the two of them going down towards bot for a second, with DY nearby. Amplify damage will run out. BKB is finished now for the Marcy. Things looking good. You can BKB jump in, and this is where Marcy's going to start to feel some major impact. Scan comes out from the Radiant. Maybe just
they were thinking about
expecting that they're going for
potentially stealing the enemy
Tormentor.
XP rune, coming in with the relocate. Maybe even Tormi, but that would take a while, and now Ame is going to solo it.
So now Xingqiu gets the that shard, that upgrade to rebound. So decreasing that cooldown. Be cast on enemies. Solid shard.
Yeah, it's near the bottom for sure. Like that shard is. Could use a rework or something. I feel like Marcy's toolkit, it's nice, but I feel like there's a reason why we don't see this hero being played. We see it mostly from position 1 when the hero's paired up with Io, and you know, some players are brave enough to experiment and try to get away with position 4. Xingqiu jumping in.
Rebounding and taking the attention from Liquid. Now they're going to go the other way with the BKB being popped here by Xingqiu. They jump forward. They've got the Fiend's Grip. They're going to find a Nightmare onto Boxy, and he'll try to TP out, but they've got the Yules up into the air. They'll take out Mickey. They'll get themselves a second in Boxy. Ame gets one, Xingqiu gets the other, and no reaction coming out from Team Liquid, knowing that both heroes were dead.
That's why Bane has always been considered as a counter to Io. You have Nightmare to stop the relocate. You have Fiend's Grip on top of it. So setting things up quite nicely. And a good item choice, I would say, from Ame. We've seen in the previous series some late-game Wind Wakers, Yule Scepters as well, and he's already prepping for it. This is all about buying time. You get struck. Only reason you get hit by a Viper Strike, it's 6-second duration. You lose 2.5 out of it, so that's quite nice.
Top tier 2 taken. Roche in 2.5 minutes.
Is this it? Is this the game that we're gonna see Shadowfin actually win a professional game? Might be it. Looks good so far.
Really trying to jinx it there.
No, I think they are in a really good spot, not just by having this massive lead, but also in terms of scaling. These heroes, they scale really well. Shadow Fiend does have Shadow Blade available. Full Silver Edge about to be delivered. So great mechanic against all of these heroes.
Force Staff, Nikkei in trouble to relocate. But what? The relocate right next to them. Mickey, he's just gonna die. Viper Strike, the break, the telekinesis. Oh, Ame's gonna fall. That's a trade. Maybe not entirely worthwhile, but taking out Ame's big.
So, 1 for 1 overall. I still want to see the power of Shadowfiend. I want to see him go ham in a fight with the sidekick. Silver Edge is getting delivered. Also, Mickey with a bit of a different item build. This is not the item that we see, so adjusting, I would say, accordingly. Picking up Hurricane Pike against Bristle, against Primal Beast, who rushes in, even Marcy. So he has, you know, a little bit of save for himself, so he can keep the distance, come back into a fight with Relocate. These heals coming out from Mech, and yeah, Solar Crest also being built on Io. Not the item that we see nowadays, but there's a lot of physical damage coming out from Xtreme Gaming.
Yeah. Trying to help the carry survive any way possible. XXS going Blink into Axe. And Xingqiu going Gleipnir. Interesting choice.
Xingqiu goes for whatever Xingqiu wants. That's just how it works.
You think he just spins a wheel of items?
No, I can understand why you... Because Gleipnir is overall, like right now, a really good item. You have ways of keeping people in place, maybe setting things up for Requiem, stopping the TPs with, of course. But yeah, you need some kind of a damage. Sometimes you'll see him go for Diffusal Blade when it's a good game for it. Sometimes a Basher when you need to stop these. Because there are no BKBs yet on Team Liquid, so he doesn't care too much about it. So I feel like this is a good overall adjustment from Xingqiu.
So, Roche, long timer. We've seen a lot of long timer Roches. This one, 2.5 minutes when it had started. So, now down at 2:05. We'll see how long before Xtreme think about setting up, as they're the ones controlling the majority of the map. But 33 is here with Nisha, and they're going to rebound in from Insania. They go to the Viper Strike. They look over at XM. They get the kill onto this Shadow Fiend. They look for XXS. BKB TP out, but XM blown to pieces.
Ooh, not a place to be there. Classic, I would say, Shadow Fiend. Going too deep, yeah, contribution to not even existing team fight, but yeah, Roshan will respawn minute and 30 seconds, so at least that's good for Xtreme Gaming. Silver Edge overall very good against all three cores from Team Liquid, against Viper where you break him, Dragonite of course, and you can also break Side Gunner, which is a bit underrated. The damage output coming out from Side Gunner can be quite a lot. Let's say he has Satanic, so 5-second disable on Side Gunner could make a lot of difference.
Certainly can. Probably closing in on level 20, while Mickey is only level 15. There's SF back alive again. Those raises, he'll get those souls. And Roche in 45 will see Roche be top. So XM and Xingqiu pushing out this top wave to make sure that they can position properly for this Roche. Maybe get some wards down, get the better vision going into this, and Liquid though, we'll see how they react, see how they want to go for this next Roche.
I don't think they're going to contest this Roche. It feels like they might try to, but right now they don't seem fight ready. They're playing on a different side of the map. XXS. He feels super tanky. 3000 HP. Ogre Seal Totem as well to get him out of the trouble.
Ooh. Foxy. He is gonna mech, but ooh, Pavis. And whoop, away.
Gone. That shard coming into play. Rebound off the enemies. Meanwhile, while this is happening, rest of Xtreme Gaming will go for Roche, so Dire side Roche, much better, because it does have cheese, has a real item compared to Roshan's banner on Radiant side.
Sensing some hate for Roche's banner.
Yeah, nobody likes that item.
We saw Giga Creeps though.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
It did. Didn't help them out.
It works.
BKB, it works again.
That
This time
is,
around, it was an 8-second BKB. Who was it in the last game? Who played the last series, BCOM?
It was Jebs.
No, it was not him.
Who was the one just popping BKB? Oh, willy-nilly.
It was Timbersaw, I believe.
Yeah. I don't think so. I'm being told it was Miera.
Well,
so it was the Beastmaster in that game.
yeah,
Better memories than us. We have gold.
Yeah, they have the
over here.
technology. They have all this stuff written down, all these Excel sheets.
You don't make Excel sheets?
Yeah, about people using BKBs for no reason. But he tested it out. It works. It's on cooldown for another 40 seconds. We added extra 5 on BKB in the previous patch. Can make a lot of difference. Amplify damage on XM in the bottle. Hurricane Pike. This guy's massive if he can hit people without dying immediately.
It's a big if. I'm gonna hit that level 20. By the way, 33 getting that amplify or getting that Scotty. So that amplifying his own damage. I was gonna. I saw the amplify damage on Xtreme and I just completely blanked. But yeah, he's got that Scotty. He'll amplify himself, and they're up here is 5. Another
damage, very important.
late null talisman there. Well, minute 30 null coming in for Boxy. It's now an upgraded null talisman post 25 minutes. Feels great, right?
I don't think I've seen that one before. Usually, this is something that Tundra abused at TI, buying these raid bands, and everybody start to pick it up. But yeah, maybe it's worth it. Doubling.
XM.
Mana regen, also.
Link telekinesis BKB, call down used, relocate off to the side, but they've got the feet grip. The right clicks are in. Boxy, can he help? Not really. Viper Strike, Mickey turning, going. Ooh, stolen Requiem. That's going to hit onto the Bane. They get the kill on Mickey. They end up losing DY. Here's the second life from XM. Ooh, Onslaught actually hit XM. Popped him in the air for a second. They've got Nietzsche coming off towards the Shadow Fiend. They get the kill there. The Pulverize throwing down 33, but do they have the damage? They've got Ame coming off to the side with Insidious Neo and the Pulverize. He hits the Primal with it. Onslaught trying to get back into the fight, trying to do some damage, but 33 standing his ground will finally fall. Xinq's got that. He's got the damage with the Unleash, but not enough with Nietzsche getting to the low ground, rebounding down towards Insania. They'll get the kill there. They'll take out Boxe. Ame starting to dominate here in this fight, as it's back and forth, but Xtreme looking like the victors of that one.
Man, Shadowfin, he melts so quickly in that fight. If they didn't kill off Gyrocopter immediately, if they got to relocate out, maybe try to heal him a little bit more, that fight could have been a lot better for Liquid. But yeah, holding on to Aegis, because for the next fight, Shadowfin will not have it. So that's going to be a big difference.
So,
like, even with amplified damage, he does hurt, but you can see that they have tools to deal with him. This was Gyrocopter also pre-Satanic, because he did go for Hurricane Pike as an item in between. Has a little bit of lifesteal coming from the Paladin Sword, but once he picks up the Satanic, I think the fights are going to be much more different.
that little life, though, that Mickey was able to grab. Yeah.
Gets focused down by 2 dragons. And Scotty plus, you're not moving. You have pretty much 100 move speed.
Onslaught here from XXS. Eventually, Ame's going to focus his attention onto Boxy. A lot of quick damage there, and Xinq will use that rebound dispose combo down low to take out Insane. But yeah, it was BK who was going to die very quickly, but was saved a little bit of time with that mech coming through from Boxy.
Yeah, I also want to see if Mickey's going to finish off Daedalus. Seems like he will. And then go for a Satanic. So once they have a little bit of extra damage, thinks that Paladin Sword plus IO heal will be enough to keep him alive in these big team fights. And Xinq, he's starting to scale. Having Gleipnir going into Crystallis / Daedalus next. and also having level 20 talent with extra 15% move speed on Unleash, so you can easily lock onto a target and try to kill it.
He also wants to get Disperser afterwards. So, big items for XinQ in his future.
Planning ahead, that's what matters. That's what I also want to see. Not having anything in your quick buy doesn't tell a story. You're like, we're going to play this
stories?
game. Yeah, I do.
The opposite of Tom Bombadil. So, 5-man smoke coming out from Liquid. They spot him. XinQ's in. Quick on Amike. Telekinesis to try and throw him away, but they already got the kill. Ame takes out one. They'll take out 33. This is awful for Liquid as they'll look for more on Xtreme. They don't quite catch anything. Though, after getting those first 2 kills, they really don't need much more than that to feel accomplished.
That was
Just
quick.
so much
Marcy,
damage from
almost
XinQ.
4,000 damage coming out from him. Now you're playing against 4 cores from Xtreme. They're going for the high ground. Mickey couldn't sustain through all this damage. Will be dead for 35.
There's no buybacks here, and I mean, there is this glyph. There'll be another glyph. XM, he has that shard now, so has that upgrade and fear. Take out Inset Racks. Breaking the base, taking out the range racks. Meanwhile, Ame taking the top set of racks, so split pushing this, and there's that second glyph.
Yeah, Ame has
20 seconds without
500
33.
damage on his bristleback. Hitting level 25. Vindicator's Axe having AC, so he can easily clear those buildings. AC plus Shadow Fiend Aura with level 15 talent. The buildings are gonna melt. Liquid, with no buys, they have one more team fight potentially coming out from them. Xtreme Gaming, they don't necessarily need to rush anything. They can wait for next Rosh. They were already killing 2 Roshans. And Roshan will most likely, yeah, he will definitely spawn on Dire's side. So that's going to be Aghanim Scepter.
Here. So, level 22 for XinQ. Liquid really trying to hold on here, but they are down a lot of gold. A lot of damage from XinQ. It's for like 400. Wind Waker for Ame, so he will be able to survive and move. They are in their jungle, but Liquid being here may not be the best move. Smokes break, blink in, Dragon Tail on XinQ. I believe there's a Yules there that came out from Ame that was going to be through into XinQ. XinQ's got the damage with the Unleash. They get the kill into Insanity. They'll take out DY. It's a 1-for-1 shoot with the buyback. BK's here by the Bane, but they take out 33. The BK is going to run out on Mickey. XinQ still with the Unleash, trying to get some damage out, looking for anybody. He's going to rebound up, looks over at Boxy, disposes him. They got the kill. Ame's got that beach grip on Anisha. They'll take the Dragon Knight. Buyback for 33, but nobody else is alive. Triple kill for Ame. They've surrounded 33, and they will take him out as well. It's just a matter of time, and they'll call GG. Xtreme will take game 1.
Ooh, these break mechanics. Silver Edge, Aghanim Scepter, on Primal Beast, the AoE break onto 3 heroes. No side gunner. Viper is not as tanky. Neither is Dragon Knight. And the fights look relatively easy in the last couple of engagements. And B-Cop, we were right. Shadow Fiend, after seeing it...
This idea that he wants to play bounty and then he loses and he instantly gets demoted. And we call it putting it on reset. You know, it's on cooldown. So that hero's kind of on cooldown for a while. And then, but now it's back off cooldown. But if he loses, then it's back on cooldown.
Okay, we'll see if he needs more time in the oven to let that cook. But for right now, let's get into game number 2 with B-Cop and Lacoste.
Thank you very much, Tsunami, and let's see if it can cook or if this bounty hunter is going to be even lower percentage and also on cooldown again.
This Blitz guy is good, I gotta say. You know, this guy, he knows his stats. He knows how many victories they have, win streaks and everything.
Ame?
Oh, Ame, he's very dead here.
And the arrow lands after the Shadow Walk stun, and that's first blood for Boxy. Bounty Hunter doing bounty hunter things.
I had to double check which hero Insania is playing because I really could not figure it out. Like, what is that? If you're looking at the model, not the hero portrait.
Yeah, your glance value is not quite there.
What is he riding? Is that a dragon? What is that?
It looks like a dragon
He's a
fish?
goat.
It looks like a dragonfish thing. Yeah. We got word from production. It's like a sea dragon. Do you ever have those as a kid? The sea dragons that you put in the water and you make a little tank? You have the little sea dragons?
Yeah, I had one out of the water, and that didn't end too well. Didn't know where the sea dragon is living, because I only thought it was a dragon and didn't know it was a sea dragon.
Yeah, I was about to say it's in the name. Sea dragon.
So back to the top lane, I gotta agree with Kezu. This lane is horrible. This is something that me and Fog would play and then wonder why did we lose the lane and why did we lose the game. Because it is pretty horrible. Mid lane, a lot of action. Nisha
Taking a
getting zapped by XM. Blood grenade
blood
from
grenade?
Zeus.
Yeah, he's got the kill.
All right. I haven't noticed his item build, but yeah, let's see. Okay, gonna get a deny here. Doesn't really matter, but bottle already completed. That's why he had so much mana, and also having mango. So great start for XM.
So yeah, so Kezu used the words, "This lane is illegal."
Yeah, it is pretty horrible. I don't know how. I wouldn't say unplayable, because at least you have Earthshaker, and I think he had a good point about Zeus, because Zeus just got some extra XP, so that level 6 ulti from XM is going to help out a lot. Jinkyu doesn't have much mana to work with. Love his inventory. Love Jinkyu's item build.
It is, obs.
That's it. For now.
I really wasn't
needs-
expecting that.
He definitely needs to bring a lot of extra resources to this lane, these consumables. But this also means that your Blink Dagger, this is not a position for tiny level, 7, 8. In at 13 having a Blink Dagger, this is going to be more towards 20. Yeah.
It's always interesting, and we're going to see the replay of this second blood here. As, yeah, XM.
Second first blood.
Second first blood.
The
Smiles
first one
all
didn't
around.
count. That one on Ame.
Didn't count. Yeah. Well, solo kill mid feels way better, I want to say.
Yeah. That's why we hyped it up.
But going back to Xinkyu's items, it's never really a great thing when your entire inventory is just consumables for the first 3-4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, playing without stats feels very bad, and they're trying to put some pressure on top of him. It's a lot of right click. This is something that a lot of teams have been using. I know Falcons love to use this lane. BetBoom as well, where you have a lot of right clicks. Luna hits level 2, and then you have that extra right click damage, extra 9 damage. Ame's in trouble.
Yeah, that is a stun on Ame, the chase, the Shadow Walk stun again, but not dead. Now turning this on a Boxy. Oh, the multi-shot. Does some decent damage in return. Not the worst thing in the world. And he also had that Lotus Petal, so never truly a full amount of damage, or trouble. The damage wasn't quite there. But they were pinging Ame again. I think they...
Boxy
I don't
killed
wanna
his
go.
courier, so Ame will not have boots. That deep observer ward behind tier 1 tower in the bottom lane provides him with some vision. Zeus is about to hit level 5 and does have another blood grenade, so can play aggressively on Tanisha. Nisha still CSing nicely, sitting at 17 at the moment.
Searing Chains picks up that
He's
water
going for
rip.
it. Bolt.
Oh, no TP now. This is a problem. Heavenly Jump. Xingqiu doesn't throw the kill-stealing fissure.
I thought he knew, because he hit him with the bolt. Level 2 when he was playing.
When he killed him the
got
first
that
time.
second blood, yeah.
Yeah.
So he tried to TP out. A bit of a
Miscalculation.
level 4, and Zeus is going to be almost level 6 when he walks back to the lane, because he doesn't have TP available. That's a bit of a disastrous for mid lane. 17, and now Zeus, big difference in terms of XP.
Truthfully, if you're Mickey and or Insania, you kind of have to be careful for the second Zeus hits 6. Like, Insania's sitting a little bit low. You get hit by a swashbuckle in the next few seconds or so when 6 happens for Zeus.
XM's going to make a lot of difference in this game. Having that great of a start. Will be level 6 at 5 minutes into the game. Have mana boots. Has a bottle.
There's that
They're
figure,
going
there's the
for it. They
swashbuckle.
wanna use Zeus ulti. It's his call.
280 health. Still working with the Tango. Still gotta look over, I would say, bottom. Maybe if you think Boxy might get low enough. But he's not in the lane, really. So I think really the target for that Thunder God's Wrath is well, either Nisha or Insania. So sipping on that bottle, they do have the Earthshaker here, Boxy and Viz. But
they can't kill him with, like, Boxy's level 2 only, and Ember Spirit's level 5, so they need to bring an extra hero. That's why Insania's moving towards the mid lane.
Shadow Walk, Fissure on 2. Arc Lightning, Jin-Q.
Sam gonna keep
some
zapping
damage.
them.
And Sim's gonna throw that Thunder God's Wrath and now start to turn around.
He's not done.
And he's really not done. Nisha might die again. He gets that bottle sip, and that will make sure he survives. But things were getting dicey, and it is that first Thunder God's Wrath that gets another kill.
They will refill XM's bottle. Jin-Q TPing to the mid lane, playing around Zeus,
who's already a component into this phylactery. Like, he is, I mean, compared to Nisha, 1,000 gold ahead of him.
Yeah, the good thing about for Liquid is that Mickey is on second on top of the network, keeping up with Zeus, who's having all these kills early on. Level 5 at the moment. And also Doom, 33 on Doom. There's a reason why Tsunami asked the question about having this big win streak on Doom. And look at the mid tower. Zeus pushing it out. Catapult plus Alpha Wolf, increasing the damage. Jin-Q, he knows.
Ooh. I almost want to say they could
Still
let
level
that
5
go.
on Nisha.
Nisha's going to end up dead here. DY getting a kill on Tanisha. By the way, Wisdom Rune not stolen by Boxy. XXS was fast enough to pick it up. So this off lane really for Xtreme hasn't gone horribly. They didn't get a lot out of it, but it didn't go hard.
It's going better than the mid lane for Liquid. So
yeah, for sure.
They should be happy about that one. Another Zeus ulti in 30 seconds with Rolling Thunder available. They should try to make a move and kill off Mickey.
Realize that Boxy goes in Viz there. Trading again, but Insania staying. Oh gosh, that is rough to deal with, that impetus shot. But a stack of infused raindrops for this Mirana.
And Nisha is still level 5. They managed to kill him 3 times. After this creep wave, he's going to be level 6. But also, XM is the one who is getting all the runes. And look at Jin-Q. Prematurely using Enchant Totem, just in case Boxy is there. So now with the Haste Rune, you said that Phylactery is going to come out pretty soon.
Yeah.
8-minute Phylactery on Zeus.
That's
Lots of mana boots.
some crazy. Oh,
well, never mind.
Oh, now it's not coming out for another minute 43. It's a 10-minute Phylactery now. Although, I'm wondering, is it worth?
No. I know what you're going to ask. To buy a component and then sell it.
Yeah, just buy the.
No.
Well, he bought the recipe. It's 200 gold. Is it worth being back in base and getting the Phylactery in a minute earlier? And it's not that much of a sacrifice. Rolling Thunder. Thunder God's Wrath is available, and that will get the kill on a Boxy. And then the Swashbuckle to get another. And now this lane's great. Also, I thought my Doom was okay. We'll see. Doom used on Zeus, but
it was more to stop the aggression.
Yeah, he's not going to die. So this is a Doom wasted multi-shot. Gust, Dust, and it's a must. That Boxy should get away, even with that Dust on him.
And another tower. XM, he's all over the place, involved in all 6 kills. Gets the last hit on the tower, sitting on extra 900 gold again. Like, this is gonna be... this might be one of the most farmed Zeuses I've ever seen.
They still Boxy. He has to make sure that that courier that respawns doesn't die with that recipe on it. Arcane Boots soon for Xingqiu, who's more farmed than the Bounty after starting the game with all consumables and then some.
Bounty, he's level 3. Junada, nada. 0 points in it. Doesn't have anything, so can't steal the gold. This is going to be a huge issue. I mean, all the supports in the game are kind of under-leveled. It's not like the XP runes got denied or anything. First big move.
Trying
that blood grenade.
XXS, Remnant over to the side. Mickey was there. Insania will die. The good thing is Nisha gets that kill. That's exactly what he needed. Boxy here under the nose of XinQ if they want to maybe turn and go for more.
Boxy's a walk-in observer ward at this point, trying to set things up for his own team.
So Zeus got that phylactery, and he's got another diadem.
That's for Manta style.
Yep. You've got multiple diadems, it becomes diadem.
Damn.
That's
That was a good one.
Thank you.
We're going to see that joke again. Oh, it's a replay. It's a replay of Insania dying. It's like tower aggro. What happened there?
Usually pretty composed when we see him on camera
Yep.
like that. But ends up dying, and maybe not what he wanted. Well, not maybe. It's definitely not what he wanted. That by the way, catching the smoke, but it's still phylactery Zeus. You find someone, they might die really quickly. Insania, does he still have... He still has 4 infused raindrops. Oh, Remnant over. Nisha takes a lot of damage.
There's the
Avoids
arrow.
the Thunder God's Wrath, though.
Fisher
They've
on the
got
floor.
XM in trouble. Heavenly Jump, Arc Lightning,
No
Remnant
Salami
over.
available.
They've got Drow coming in, multi-shot, but not enough damage still.
Oh, they were so afraid. You could feel the Team Liquid. They got stunned by Fisher, or 4 of them, and then you see Earthshaker walking in. You're like, uh-oh, this could be a disaster, but...
Level 5.
Yeah, level 5, and also having only 1 point in Aftershock wouldn't do that much.
Although it might have been what put him over the edge if he was level 6. Diffusal for XXS, so you'll have that inhibit now, which is good. Especially for that chase, take that mana away. And now Doom used.
Another zoning
Over
Doom.
33. Yeah, this is a zoning Doom, rolling Thunder, Fissure blocking, 33 in trouble. And he will die to XinQ, who is now working on that Blink Dagger. So that's good. Really needs that Blink Dagger to make sure that he can start landing some good fissures, get in there with Echo Slam if need be, but it's still a while out. It's not going to happen, immediately. That's for sure.
Oxy's still level 5 on Bounty, trying to collect some XP in the mid lane. As Blitz said, they might put Bounty Hunter on cooldown again after this game, because it's not looking too good.
Dude, XXS, whose lane wasn't like overwhelming or anything like that, is now 4-1-2. Like, he's getting solo kills.
I've been praising XXS for quite some time. I think he's definitely a top 3 offlaner in the world, and this guy always delivers. No matter what happens, you can rely on XXS having a good game. Even when he doesn't have a good lane, his impact is still going to be massive. 33. Thinking about maybe even picking up Hand of Midas. 2 zoning Dooms, and they just scouted things out. They saw there's been Moonlight Shadow used. Boxy trying to be sneaky. This time around, he might actually get it. DY will not be fast enough.
I was going to say, is he quick enough this time? And there's no way to stop that TP either. Won't quite matter. Yeah. XXS, you say he's top 3 offlaner. He's 24 years old. But he's been playing Pro Dota for like 8 years, 9 years. Played
It's
for
insane to think about that.
Played for DK.
Because he started so young. Yeah,
Yeah,
Isha.
16 years old.
Let's see if they can catch him here. They don't have that much control.
Fissure though
Has
Remnant. He didn't get that far away. Now they've got the inhibit. Oh, does it go to the high ground? So back over another Remnant. They use that Echo Slam and then get the kill on Anisha. Now trying to turn around, but track, Arc Lightning, Shield crashing. Oh boy, XM with a double kill.
not
33's next. He just got Doom off
another
cooldown,
zoning Doom.
but I don't think that Doom's
It's
going to get
not
a
enough.
kill, and 33's going to die too.
Level 1 Doom should not be enough. No, he's definitely fine.
They're going to say he's definitely dead. Yeah. I can't.
Misha got stuck there. The Remnant, whether he's on Pango or whether he's playing against Pango, he finds these new spots to be stuck in. Things are looking really rough for Liquid in this second game.
Oh, yeah. They are down 5,000 net worth, and
we haven't seen Ame yet.
yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. For the most part, we really haven't seen Ame. He showed up for a second mid, but that was it. So, just quickly killed. Thundergod's Wrath doing a lot of damage.
Oh, what a Fisher from Xinq again. In between. He's not going for these blocks, instead just maximizing
Control.
how many people can he stun. And now picking up the shard. Only 2 points in Aftershock for now.
Huh. So, buys the shard.
He wants to
forgoes the
distance.
blink.
Yeah. I think that's fine. Earthshaker, when things are not going too well for you, even though he's the most farmed support in this game, not that difficult considering that Mirana and Bounty Hunter are not having a good time.
Yeah, maybe a little bit surprising that he's not ahead of the Enchantress, but of course, Xtreme kind of sticking to priority on farm for supports here. At least in the sense that Xinq's not out farming his 2 and 3. Okay.
You could take that range creep. He was thinking about maybe stunning Mickey if Mickey gets close enough. Mickey's still the most farm hero in the game, has been pretty solid. Moxie has been found.
Yeah, just immediately, they had that sentry in the river, they knew exactly where he was, reacted to him immediately. Track don't matter if you don't get the kills, and they've only got 4 of them, all of which came before Track.
All it takes is one big fight for Liquid. They pop a Doom, they get Zeus, and also Luna, level 14 already. Ame's only... he just hit 12, okay. So 2
Mickey in
levels
trouble.
ahead. Mickey trying to Manta dodge,
your
but
hits,
not gonna be
and
enough.
yeah, they just kill him too quickly. Thunder God's Wrath again, XXS on a mega kill streak. 40 seconds without this Luna, who was top of the net worth by the time they respawn, though. That's going to be it.
17,000 damage, 17 minutes in from Zeus. That's pretty wild.
Sheesh.
Because when you're ahead as Zeus, you are popping that ulti most of the time off cooldown. Boxy again.
There's a sentry right there. They saw him place down the obs. They've got the fissure. They'll see Boxy, and he's got to try and run. Goes down. Oh. Nope.
They know. They're pinging him out, but Boxy's a bit too speedy.
That's quick.
Having Tranquil Boots.
That doesn't hit either.
Still chasing him, buying a little bit more time. This is not too bad for Liquid. He almost got a courier off of that.
I will say that courier was used to... I felt like bait. Because it went down towards where Xinq is now, but then went left. And
Oh, they're still tipping in.
Boxy. They've got the sentry. Yeah.
XXS, inhibit.
God, I love that, by the way. I love saying inhibit. Best active ability name. Doom used? Ame? Is this one a kill? Yes, this one is a kill. So we haven't really seen much of Ame, but doesn't matter. Liquid get that kill.
Ame's still in no kills whatsoever. 0-2 and 0, trying to keep up with Luna. And Luna was on top of the net for quite some time. Zeus with Manta, he's going to be getting a lot of farm. Manta plus Shard, and also holding the Philosopher's Stone. So this is going to be pretty similar to what Miero did on his Enigma. Having Eidolons, having Helm of the Overlord yesterday, and continuing to farm up with Philly.
Remnant out that time. Insania. Fissure, Thunder God's Wrath. Every time XM is just getting a kill with that. There's been no stopping of this Thunder God's Wrath killing potential. DUI not doing that like Enchantress core build at all. So has Eternal Shroud, right?
I don't think I've seen Eternal Shroud on Enchantress. If you need magic resist, most of the time you'll see Glimmer Cape.
That's a big kill. That's
It is. It's a lot of gold.
1100 gold.
Plus track gold on top of it. It's level 1 track, so it's not that much, but you know, it's extra.
Track is track, though. XM He's got those lightning hands. But we'll see if he can get the gold, if these items are worth it, if he can rock the diamond hands and start to make the investments worth it.
Liquid managed to stabilize the game in the last 5 minutes or so, getting some big kills. Devour goal starts to kick in. Mickey continues to farm up, about to finish off his BKB.
Ame about to have Axe. Upgrade those frost arrows to have hypothermia. Whew. Sorry. So Ame's also gonna have shard too. So he'll have glacier and frost arrows.
Ooh.
That's a big upgrade. We've seen how good glacier can feel.
Glacier on top of it, testing it out. It does work. Also, I tested it out. Workhorse, aka the card from Centaur, if Drow Ranger's on the Glacier, like she goes off the Glacier. You can't pull the Glacier, it's too heavy. Makes sense.
Now, for the viewers at home, can you tell them how many times it took you to figure out how to get on the
Three
card?
times. Third time's the lucky one. Let's see if they're going to be able to find Boxy here. As soon as smoke breaks, they're going to pop the dust. Maybe even use Zeus ulti.
Oh. Thought they would have seen that. It's the DY. The Moonlight, Shadow, and Smoke. I think DY's kind of happy here to be the sacrificial lamb, but they had a sentry in the trees, so DY now knows this is coming.
DY is very difficult to kill. He's sitting on 2,000 HP.
If I know you got Boxy.
There it is. Doom.
Doom used on Enchantress.
Yeah, otherwise they can't kill her. She pops Nature Attendance, Magic Wand. She's going to be alive. This is the build. Pupil's Gift, Ogre Axe, Vitality Booster, XXS. Get something.
Just, but now Yule's
Sir will connect.
Yeah, bounces off the crystals, rolls up, swashbuckle, Ame. It looks like when you're able to pull that off and do like the roll up and the jump with the swashbuckle at the same time, it looks like you're in the X Games.
No, this is some XXS is playing out of his mind.
So Ame with the Zags. That'll help him boost that farm, output some more damage in these fights. Zeus still top of the net worth. Nisha running away. So Xingqiu getting tracked, but he really just truthfully doesn't quite care about being tracked too much, and he's got that blink dagger now. So they've got gap closed. They're going into Roche.
Scan connected. Team Liquid, let's see if they can get the jump. Maybe with some Manta Styles, they can try to bait.
Xingqiu.
Oh, it's DY in the front line.
Perfect
up
spot.
all that damage, knowing that there is no Doom.
Boxy?
Not even there. Boxy's gonna die again.
He is very dead.
You did your best.
So Aegis and a kill there for him. Well done by DY to eat that arrow. They did not have Xingqiu there immediately, so the fight could have happened if they were willing to force the issue early.
Now with the Aghanim Scepter done, as you said on Drow Ranger, plus Aegis, they should be able to take some tier 2 towers with it. A lot of drawing on the map from Liquid. Insania's like push to top, push to bottom lane.
Try and push these outer lanes out a little bit.
We still haven't seen damage coming out from Mickey. Mickey continues to farm up. We'll get his shard, we'll get Kanda, level 20 talent soon.
No Eclipse yet, that's for sure.
Yeah, 2 Glaives on Lucent Beam. That's what he's playing for.
So Nisha smoking, coming over. Who's there with the Mirana? They've got the root. Do they have the extra follow-up damage with the Doom and the Heavenly Jump? He's pretty speedy, but it's not looking like he's gonna get out of this one. As they get a kill on Insania, maybe with the tower. He's definitely dead. So they get XM. It's another big spree and a lot of gold from XM's death. That was sans track, but worth about 1,300 gold, which is an absurd amount.
That is Team Liquid. They're getting the kills in the last couple of minutes with a Doom. It's been pretty silent for them, but seems like they think that dragging this to the late game could, or just like mid-game, because we're 25 minutes into the game. They don't necessarily need to fight into this Aegis. They will go for a pick-off, try to delay as much as possible. Wallachia behind enemy lines, scouting for some couriers. Might get one here.
Kind of worried about this late game attempt. XXS. Swashbuckle. 2 leaps, a mech. McKay off to the side. ZinQ. Ooh, there's an
Roll up.
eclipse. XXS gonna roll up, bounce
damage.
around, rolling around,
Eclipse.
and gets away. They've got the gust. BKB, Thunder God's Wrath, McKay. 3 stacks of the hypothermia, and they do not want to chase too far. They had Echo Slam.
We haven't seen Echo Slam, I think.
We saw it once.
One on
Yeah.
Ember Spirit. That's about it, but haven't seen the big salami yet.
Amplified damage now for the Zeus.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it's
Radiant's
bottled up
bottom
too.
tower is under attack.
With a bottled up amplified damage and an Aegis for 2 minutes, you could definitely poke the high ground.
Dire's top tower.
You can try, knowing that Doom is on cooldown still, but Team Liquid, I think they will try to take the fight.
Radiant's bottom
Aegis,
tower
Risky,
as
risky.
you said, minute and 40 seconds. If they can find XM, that's a big one.
Dire's structures
So they know Manta has been used. They scouted it out. XM under the vision.
Shadow Walk. Oh, the Fissure, the Echo Slam! They're unable to get the Doom out. They get the Kona Boxy. Oh, massive timing there. Doom just to, again, defensively run away. 33's trying to get out of here, but the Fissure lands. They've got the Gust. They'll have the damage. They'll get the kill. ZinQ, time and time again, just a
Perfect timing. Also a bit
Yeah.
unlucky,
Oi.
I would say. He jumped in and got fissured immediately. Quick fingers
Ow.
from ZinQ, however.
Nisha.
is under attack.
These creeps are gonna die quick. This tower.
Zeus with amplified damage. Hits for 200. Has almost more damage than Drow Ranger.
Dire's top tower is under
Senia's creep cutting, but backdoor right at the end.
It's not enough.
No.
All that Agi, giving them extra attack speed. They also caught Boxy one
again.
more time. Double digit on Boxy right now.
They needed that Thunder God's Wrath to help him out a little bit. But also while they're fighting, they use Eclipse again. Mickey on the run. Pops that Manta, DUI. Nature's Attendants, healing through the damage.
DY is so tanky. 2.2k HP, Strength Threads with Eternal Shroud.
yeah.
So he can soak up most of that magic damage from Team Liquid.
He just expires. Searing Chains. Nisha has a remnant to go back to mid.
XM on top of the network as Zeus about to finish off a refresher with Octarine. So that's gonna be, whew. He can keep the distance, pop one ulti, see where they are, cancel some blink daggers. Because they want to kill out Doom. They want to stun him so that he doesn't get it off. If XM can keep the distance, that's gonna be pretty massive. And now Liquid, they want to kill Tormi.
Yeah. Arrow in onto the Tormentor. Does anybody die? I don't think so. Got Guardian Greaves. More than enough health. 33. He's got the shard. Tormentor not available yet for the Radiant side. But trying to see if anybody even needs shard. The only one who needs shard is Enchantress for Sprink. Good shard. Not as effective, I would say, when you're Eternal Shroud. You know, sporty Enchantress, but still 2 impetus shots.
Well, you have
It's good
Enchantress
damage.
Quiver, and you're gonna start to scale. You will
Yeah.
get Dragonlance eventually.
Ooh,
First gonna
Doom.
be a 4-staff. There's the Doom.
Yules and dying. They got him. Is a little bit difficult still for Xtreme to kind of be solo outright like that. I think that I mean, that obviously shows that they do have that pick-off potential, especially when Doom's up.
It's been steady 5K for the last good 10 minutes. So Team Liquid are still managing to get a lot of farm on the map.
So it was about 9K. Whee! XM showing off that refresher. Getting that kill on a Mickey and Insania.
Wait, how did Insania die? I think Insania just got blasted by double Zeus ulti.
Yeah.
Did anyone else deal damage? Because they were making a move
No, just
onto Mickey.
462 damage twice after...
And that's it?
while he was farming a camp, yeah.
That's why XXS stepped him.
Dire's
Because
middle
it...
tower
Oh
is
yeah, the
under
Mirage.
attack.
There it is. It was that 462 twice and just damage coming in from the Wool Assassin.
Oh, Wool Assassin. Okay, couldn't heal.
So,
Dire's
top center Rex. Not long for this world.
Yeah, tops and racks, very important to take.
Boxy. All right, they found him. They're gonna get that kill. He's just kind of standing there, looking around, saying, "Hi, my name is Boxy." And well, he dies for that.
Top of Glacier.
is under attack.
They need a big Doom. They need some massive Doom. Maybe find Ame. His Lincoln Sphere is being delivered, but it's not going to be on time. 33 is pinging it out. Maybe if they can also find XM, that's going to be a lot of damage taken out. Ame, let's see, he's in.
All right, AoE Doom, but they've got Doom here onto Ame. The Remnant back in. Xinq's getting low with the Eclipse.
He got Doom back. That Lotus Orb,
So is that why he was AoE?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it was
the
not
Lotus
his.
Orb and the Ags with Ame reflects
Yeah.
it as Ags. Yeah. Interesting.
it
And
was not
DY,
his Doom.
they're gonna try to go for DY, but the Guardian Greaves, that'll heal them up a little bit. And that was an interesting interaction. You do me, I do you stronger.
I don't think I've seen that one before.
Yeah, that was an odd one.
Because usually Aghanim Scepter is on yourself, right?
Yeah. Excuse me a little bit. Oh, Jesus! Damage there on XXS, but he's got the Wind Waker. And XM's got the Thunder God's Wrath, but he's kind of sitting low. They finally get XXS. It's Boxy who gets it. 33 ends up falling, and Senia has to back up. So they do see Boxy for now. They don't have to force this. Roche is up in 10 seconds.
They kept the barracks alive. I mean, Aghanim Scepter Doom, you can use it on yourself or you can use it on allies. So, yeah, looks weird because it still deals damage in AoE around the Doom target. And Boxy again playing behind enemy lines.
That's a 4-staff. Dead in the grave. Imagine any items you lose on your career were permanently gone.
Yeah, back in good old days.
How old?
Lose a rapier. ZSMJ farms another rapier. Still wins the game.
ZSMJ was on one of my favorite teams, Hyper Glory team.
Who else was on that team? I don't remember even the team name.
Hyper Glory team. Oh, God.
It was your favorite team? No, 1 out of 5 players.
It was my favorite team to watch back when I was like, oh, God. I'm trying to guess, because there's a lot. I mean, that was like one of those teams. It was almost like the Power Rangers of China. Like, a lot of players came in through there. And ZSMJ is the one name I know. Favorite team? Yes, sir.
Roshan with Roshan's banner and Aegis. Another Alpha Wolf. Doom is in.
Ooh, he's in. He's dooming. He's trying to get a kill here. But now out of the Glacier, the Gust, the right clicks, the Hypothermia, it's chilling. They'll go to the Thunder Gods, right onto XM. They get the kill into him, and ZQ ends up taking out for the Doom. This is a good
Nisha,
potentially
he's
for
in.
Liquid. Nisha is in. Ame from the high ground. The track's on him. They find him, but they're going to have to kill him twice. He does have that Aegis. They go to the Rolling Thunder. Thunder. XXS trying to help out as best he can. They're going to take out the Aegis first to start. Impetus, one shot away from death is Boxy on this Bounty Hunter. Lucent Beam, XXS. The Rolling Thunder is going to run out in a second, but he's able to make it away. Boxy ends up getting killed by Ame.
Ame still has
Ame in the trees, and he's got the BKB, goes into the Glacier. They pop the Lincolns. The Manta's going to be popped. The Arrow's going to come in, but the BKB's still there. The damage from making the right clicks from Ame is going to be enough with the Lucent Beam being thrown. The Hypothermia, if he ends up cracking him, it might do a lot more damage, but no, he'll fall to Nisha as he takes out Mickey.
They lost the gem. The way this fight started, it looked like 33 is kind of alone there. He goes in, gets Earthshaker out completely, doesn't get the Lotus Orb immediately out, still gets the kill, dies, doesn't steal the Aegis, and then Team Liquid, you know, it was a bit of a slow start. They had to recover throughout the whole game, and Nisha managed to recover. Like, he deals a lot of damage. This mage there, Kaya Sanj, very annoying, gets on top of people, also having a Nemesis curse, so yeah, gotta focus him down, because Nisha is in a really good spot right now.
He had got that Ags a while back, and he's feeling pretty good with it. You can take a look at the last hits. GPM higher for XM, but they were able to solo him out.
This is Zeus we're talking about, so every single time you pop an ulti, it's gonna count ×5.
Yeah.
But Nisha damage has been, you know, he's been recovering quite nicely.
So, I got a little update for you. Hyper Glory team
I'm listening.
members of note. Pretty Haw was on there, HYM. You had Kaka, who made a short stint, Icy and CTY.
Yeah, I remember a couple of those.
Yeah, it was a solid squad. Big Guy was another solid team that was there for China, but we'll talk about that another time. Hex being built for XM after this Kaya. As Ame, as far as these Ancients, picks up the neutral token. Gets Mindbreaker. Okay. So another silence.
This is gonna hurt a lot. Ame, if he manages to get the damage in, if he's not focused, but also XM, he needs to keep the distance. You want to have that double ulti. Every single time somebody gets doomed, things are looking pretty rough for Xtreme Gaming. That one guy is immediately out. You're playing the fight 4v5 unless the guy has a buyback.
The tough thing is, like, what they're dealing with in that last fight is that Boxy gets the track on XM. They know exactly where he is, and you've got this Ember who just puts a Remnant on top of him, and he can't get away. So they need to be very careful because, truthfully, it's 8,000 net worth lead, but it feels like an even game. That being said, though, Thunder God's Wrath, they look over at Mickey. They've got themselves the refresher of the Echo Slam, and they get the kill.
Okay.
He's got no buyback.
He had Blink, probably thought, oh, I can creep skip, try to buy a little bit more time, Blink out of the trouble, but got blasted. And now with that Blink pickup, he does not have buyback, so the next fight's going to be 4v5 for more than a minute.
Anybody to cut these creeps? No, not at the moment. So backdoor is going to be gone in a second. They have Doom if they want to try and make a defense here, but it looks like it's going to be 2 sets of racks down. They have a tier 2 bottom. The question is, do Xtreme push for the tier 4s?
Dyer's middle barracks.
Or are they going to respect the possible buyback?
It's hard to tell whether Luna or she does or she doesn't have buyback at this stage of the game because this hero farms so quickly. They should also have time to finish off tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Even XXS bought that Eternal Shroud.
Timeless Relic for both Q and XM.
Oh, these are the big ones. Longer duration stuns, more damage coming out from Zeus.
This Ags on XM, that Nimby,
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
that tier 2 falls fast.
Dyer's bottom tower.
Another Tormentor, if they want the gold. I think everybody on their team has a shard, so. Yep. 280 each.
Another smoke from Liquid. They want to backstab. If they can find the back lines, Boxy is going to be used as a tool to scout.
Remnant forward, going and looking. There's the Doom. But they've got the Wind
Good
Waker,
Wind
so he's going to get some distance. But they look over at ZinQ. They should be able to get the kill, but he gets over into the trees. No, they're running it over, and they got him. But a right click following this
Mickey.
Ember. It's not going to be
He's
enough.
taking
BK's
a lot
going
of
in. He's
damage.
taking a lot of damage from Ame. They've got the BKB. ZinQ comes back to the fight. He's got the totem and the Echo Slam, the fissure, the damage, the kill. BK's gone. Ame moving forward. The Force Staff trying to take out this Doom as they look over at Insania. Light Shadow not going to help initially, but they got him. They'll spot him and they'll kill him.
It's time to go for the high ground. Boxy will try to maybe, hold the creep wave, try to do something, buy a little bit more time because, again, Mickey doesn't have buyback. There is another Doom available. A refresher hasn't been used.
So, no go. The damage. Oh, Nisha?
He has no mana for
Dead.
the
He
Doom.
fought back, and now Doom's gone. 33 falls. Nisha, he needs to try and survive. He just fought back. He'll remnant back and forth, but I don't know how much this is going to work out for him. XXS, they've got the Nimbus down. They'll have the Gust. They'll get the kill. They'll take him out. No buybacks available on these heroes. They'll call GG, and Xtreme Gaming take the 2-0 over Liquid.
Team Liquid, they were always in recovery mode throughout the whole game. Gave XM too good of a start. That blood grenade play was what kind of set the tempo for the game. And also, they got away with